Welcome back. Okay, so in this image, we have this woman facing away from us. And as you can see, this image is black and white. So I've actually made it black and white deliberately for the purposes of this tutorial. And I just wanted you to notice that up here on your tab, it tells you that this is a grey image. We're actually going to convert it to RGB in a moment. But I wanted to just share with you how to straighten first, because something certainly for photographers, is very often our horizon isn't quite straight. So let me just move this panel out the way. If you have this panel floating around and it's annoying you, if you grab with a left mouse click the little white bar at the end, you can put it wherever you want it. There you go. Okay, so here we are. If it's opened up in Photoshop again as background and you have a padlock, click the padlock and it will open it as layer 1 for you. The first thing we're going to do in this tutorial is let's straighten the horizon. So to straighten the horizon in Photoshop, you need to grab the crop tool, which is this one here. So I'm just going to grab my crop. I'm going to say I want the original ratio because it's about to crop it for me, which I don't want. So yours should open up like this. Mine's only done that because that was the last thing I did. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can see, which is Command or Control and the minus button on the keyboard. Now I'm looking at this board, actually let's scroll back in. I'm looking at this plank of wood or something on the wall and it doesn't look quite straight to me, so that's going to be my guideline. So if you look up here on our options panel, because we've got the crop tool selected, we now have our options to crop. We also have this here in the middle, straighten. So I'm going to click straighten. And before you go any further, I just want to point this really important option out to you. Delete cropped pixels. If there is a tick in this box, I would recommend that you unclick it. What it literally does, what it says on the tin, if you now straighten and it removes some of the edges because of the way it's straightened it, and you've got this selected, it will delete the bits around the edge of the image. And although we might not be using them, we may want to. We might even want to just use the pixels to either expand the canvas or repair something in the middle of the image. So make sure you've unclicked this box if it's clicked. You've got straighten selected. And I am now just going to follow this line. So I'm going to pick up where it starts. So if we say here is the first bit I can see because of the dark. And I'm going to follow the line as it is wonky. So I'm not going to straighten it myself. I'm going to follow what I've got right to the edge and then I'm going to let go. It's not very clear. I will actually bring up the exposure in your image when I give it to you. So there you go, it's straightened it. And as you can see, because it's straightened it, we would have lost these pixels around the edge. But because I've unclicked this, it hasn't deleted them. They will still be there even though we can't see them. Now, with any of these actions, you have a tick here, which says, yes, Photoshop, that's fine. At the moment, it's showing you what it's intending to do without actually doing it. So I could say yes, or I can say U-turn, I don't like that, or I can just hit return on my keyboard. And there you go, it's straightened up the horizon and it hasn't actually deleted the pixels. They are still available to us if we need them. We just can't see them. So for your homework for this lesson, if you bring the image into Photoshop, I would duplicate your layer, which I haven't done, and I will do in a moment. So Command or Control J to duplicate it so you can get back. And then you're going to select the crop tool, straighten, turn off delete cropped pixels and straighten that image up. And I will see you in the next lesson. Let's get started colouring this one in. Okay, see you there. Bye for now.